Welcome everybody to Intensity Broadcasting. My name is Joe Wright. It's been a couple of weeks since I did some broadcasting, so forgive me, but I'm here with the Extreme Forces Racing League, and we're at Pocono Raceway, 65 laps of 2022 kickoff for the series here, week number 4. And man, do we have a show for you tonight. Got a couple of things to go through here before we get started. First off, I want to thank our sponsor here tonight, Extreme Forces Racing League, as well as SCR Stanley Everett Racing. Thanks to those guys for sponsoring this series and this race. As we move through the season here, pretty cool stuff going on. New year, new goals, 1,700 followers here on Facebook. Many more on Twitch and YouTube as well, but Facebook, we're concentrating on getting to 2,000 by April. Our 2-year anniversary, hit that 2,000 goal, so like, follow, and subscribe on that if you haven't already, as we get prepared for tonight's race. Speaking of which, we've just opened our new store online as well. If you haven't checked it out yet already, go to intensitybroadcasting.com and you can get all types of gear. You can get a full cover hat, mug, mouse pad, a throwback 80s style t-shirt, just the mic logo, maybe even a sticker for your race car. Go check that out, intensitybroadcasting.com. And also, while you're there, check out, we have a leagues spot as well. Extreme Forces is on there. They have some stuff on there as well. So if you're a fan of this league, go ahead and purchase something there from them. We also host all of our other leagues as well on intensitybroadcasting.com. Check it out. Big props to the producer for getting that all settled here in the last couple of weeks, and Atman. All right, well, last week I believe saw Devin Bacino win another one, so he's got 3 wins total this season. 2 wins total this season. 2 out of 3. Dustin Buck with the other race. He's currently 4th in points. Dustin Buck is. Alan Warnicki 2nd. Dean Qualley, the closer, in 3rd. Coming out of nowhere, most of these races, finding himself with a points spot in 3rd place. So good job to him. Dylan Dunford still yet to break through this season. We'll see if he can do it here tonight. Devin Smith in 7th. Benjamin Park, a newer name to the series, as well as Josh Fox in 5th and 6th. Logan Hagerman, Tyler Aspinall, Dylan Redding. Some of the familiar names kind of struggling a little bit this season here in the ARCA series. We'll see what they can do tonight here at Pocono. Pocono, a challenging track for some and gold for others. We'll see what happens. Speaking of challenging, the team points are pretty tight. If you look at across the board, 6 different teams. Buck Wild Racing with the current lead, as they're the most consistent amongst all the teams so far. Misfits right behind them with 240. Stanley Everett Racing, the sponsors here at Intensity Broadcasting for Extreme Forces, is sitting there in that 3rd spot. Intensity Zone, Neon Racing, 206. ILT Motorsports, 201. And Far North, struggling a bit, 178. And like I said, we're here at Pocono, 2022 kickoff. Every Monday night you can catch the action here on Intensity Broadcasting. Race usually starts at 9:30. Well, qualifying will start then, and then race shortly thereafter. So again, if you haven't already, like, follow, subscribe, share this thing. Help us get to that 2,000 mark. You look at the board right now. Dustin Buck, your leader. Dustin been putting in those practice laps, really trying hard to chase down Devin Bacino with the lead so far here this season. Take a look at some of the cars that are currently on track. You see Devin Bacino at the bottom of your screen there. Ooh, slapping the wall. Farron Elam Jr. squeaking by here in practice. About 1:50 left in practice. Pocono, one of the tougher tracks on the circuit. 3 different turns, 3 different approaches. Some guys downshifting, some guys not. You'll see a lot of different strategy here. And if we get a good green flag run, which we'll see right here, somebody practicing, Farron's practicing his pit entry. A good green flag run is going to give us a chance to see some green flag pit stops, and those guys practicing those there. All right, while we wait for qualifying to start, check out this little promo from Extreme Forces. Take a look here at Logan Hagerman as he slaps the wall a little bit coming off the corner. Logan from Kingston, Ontario, Canada. Rowdy Tony Richardson, one of the SCR guys, one of the sponsors here tonight. Looking pretty stout. Currently 17th on the board in practice. John Bartlett in that 39 as qualifying is about to begin. So watch the qualifying times here pop up on your left. Meanwhile, I'll try to check in with drivers as they grid, and we'll look at Dustin Buck first as he hits the track early here in qualifying. And that Buck Wild number 68. Dustin taking it super easy here on his out lap, just not wanting to eat them tires up, not wanting to cause any damage to his hot rod before that hot lap. This ARCA car should be able to go here out of turn number 3. As you see a wide entry to 3, and you could hear him sliding those wheels, trying to get as much out of it as he can off of 3. Down the front stretch, he'll go for his first time lap. 3, 2, 1. Little lift. A little bit on the brake. Gets it down to the yellow line. Dustin back to the throttle. Halfway through the center of the corner. You hear him sliding them tires up off. Now he's going to head down into turn 2. Through turn 3, which is a wide sweeping turn. You see him try to get back to the throttle early to get a good run down the front stretch for his first time lap. And he'll cross the line and be P2, about 300ths off of Devin Bacino, as they all hit that about the same time. Dylan Dunford a full second and almost a second and a half back. Hagerman 2/10 back. see if this second lap can improve as he heads down into turn 2, which is known as the tunnel turn. And you see that's a much faster turn. He's back to the throttle. Oh, that's going to ruin his second lap. So Dustin Buck not going to have a good time with that lap there. On board now with Ben Park out of Jamestown, Indiana, as he comes off of what looked like turn 1, I believe, and he's headed down into turn 2. Make that turn 3. Sideways off a 3 down the front stretch. Ben Park for his first time lap. We'll see what he can do. Into 1 for the first time on his first time lap. Pretty good through the middle of 1. See if he can get off the corner. Ben with a great exit off of 1 as he heads down toward tunnel turn. Great turn through 2 as well. And the final turn here at Pocono, turn 3, long sweeping left. Down to the yellow line he gets, back to the throttle for Jamestown, Indiana's own. I was just in Indiana last week over near South Bend working. And to Ben comes across the line. Ben Park will be P2. I knew that was a good lap from Ben. Awesome lap. Dylan Dunford, the top of the board on his second lap now, and Park looking probably to really throw it into the next couple of corners, see what he can do on his second lap out. Talked about Dunford in the pre-race. He's struggling a little bit this season. Yet to find the podium. I'm sorry, not the podium, but the winner's circle. Off of 2 into 3, Ben Park will go one final time. He didn't get off a 3 as well as he did previously. And that will end qualifying. A little bit late, guys. Long laps here. Only 5 minutes to do it. So your pole sitter is going to be Dylan Dunford with Ben Park outside of him. As the guys start to grid, we'll go through the field. On the pole, you have Dylan Dunford with a awesome lap. Ben Park, second. Devin Bacino will start third in that 00 machine. Baron Elam Jr. will start outside of him in the 24. Dustin Buck will start fifth. 6 will be Alan Warnicki outside of him. Logan Hagerman, 7th. In the 45 machine, Tyler Aspinall. 9th will be Lee Krause. 10th, Jake Ellington. 11th, Sam Serco. 12th will be Devin Smith-Mister. Dylan Redding will roll off P13. Matthew Setzer, 14th. Jesse Adams in that 55. John Bartlett will roll off 16th. 17th, you'll see David Wright. 18th will be the 89 machine of Bradley Stefane. Donnie Bartlett will roll off 19th. Rowdy Tony Richardson of SCR Racing, P20. Atlee Atman-Weiss with a decent qualifying gig for him, 21st. Mikkel Lofson, 22nd. Derek Chaput in that Reese's Cup machine, be 23rd. Kyle Lingerfelt, 24th. Chad Waller's going to roll off P25. Josh Fox in that really cool camo machine is going to be P26 in the 8. Dean Qualley, the closer, 27th. Always starting from the back, finding his way to the front. Brandon Richardson, 28th. Daniel Stagner will roll off 29th. And finally, Rob Hamilton, 30th. As these guys are now rolling, Dylan Dunford, you see there, will lead the pace around in the 94 machine. And we're getting set to go racing here at Pocono Raceway. 65 laps, 65% fuel. I would imagine they have about 2 sets of tires. And you're welcome, John, for the broadcast. If you guys are in the broadcast and able to type or whatever, watching it, hanging out with your family, rooting on your favorite driver, let us know. Let us know who you're pulling for. We'll try to interact with you as we go through the broadcast here tonight. And as always, check out IntensityBroadcasting.com. Get yourself some swag for your favorite drivers league or the drivers, or even for Intensity Broadcasting. Go check that out. You can watch Dunford's speed here as the green flag comes out. We'll see him go through the gears. Currently second gear as he comes off the corner. He's going to hold it steady at 75. Green flag's out. Into third gear. Into fourth gear. And they're fanning out behind him. Dunford into one. Pocono to the inside. Dunford keeps it a little bit high through one. Dunford able to clear. As they all come off of turn 3, everybody kind of looking pretty good. Almost single file through the field. A couple of side-by-side battles as they single file down the front stretch and into turn 1 here. Pocono looking to the inside, nothing there. He's satisfied with hanging out right now as he gets there. He's at the quarter panel there at Dunford. Will he have the speed off the corner? Doesn't look like it. He'll step back inside behind. Some pretty good racing back through the field, but the battle right now on track is for the lead as Pocono hunts Dylan Dunford. Pocono with 2 wins on the season. He's got to watch out for him. He backs up turn 3 as he's going to try to get a run here down the front stretch, it looks like. Little loose off. Still nothing for Dunford as Dunford takes off. Biggest mover so far, Bradley Stefane, up 4 positions to 14th. Biggest loser, Ben Park, -4 from the start of the race. Ben's having a great qualifying effort, but finds himself back in second. Or, I'm sorry, back in 6th, -4 positions. Pass for third here by Dustin Buck. As we watch him go inside Farron Elam. What a slide job he threw on Farron. Now Alan Warnicki trying to do the same. Warnicki to the inside. Pocono for the lead. Nothing there. Dylan with a better run off the corner. Dustin Buck hunting that lead again. He's in third. Devin really not wanting to let Dylan get away in that 94. Happy New Year, Mama Ellington. We'll try to check in on Jake as the race goes on, as I know you're always watching. Jake up one position right now. And ninth, as we're green, 4 of 65. Here from Pocono Raceway. So far, so good for Dylan Dunford and Devin Bacino. A little bit of raciness between the two, but they're both have their own line. Dylan might be saving a little bit more tires. You see Devin really diving into the corner there, maybe eating up that right front just a little bit. We'll see as the race goes on. Atlee Weiss up 2 positions as he looks now underneath Dave Wright. Nothing there. Derek Chaput to his outside. Atman stays off of him. As the 21 now, Bartlett goes by Weiss as well. Back to the front. Dylan Dunford. Devin Bacino starting to step away from the guys behind him. 0.84 between them and Dunford. And Devin looking pretty legit to just hang out right now. Showing some patience, which is a new feature for him. He's going to give me stuff about that, but I always mess with him about it. As we look through the field, a little bit closer racing here between the 11 and the 55. And when I say close, you could barely put a piece of paper between those guys. The 55 looking inside, nothing there. He's going to stay behind Dylan. The 55 there, Jesse Adams, as he battles Dylan Redding. Not so good for Jesse through turn 1. Let's check in on Dean Qualley, the owner of the league here at Extreme Forces, as he's in a battle right now with Josh Fox. He gets by Josh Fox, as now he looks to go by Kyle Lingerfelt. Chino still working on Dunford at the front. The pressure is there. The patience is starting to pay off here as he's just putting that work in on Dylan. Dylan ice cold though right now. Not making a mistake even though Devin's right in his mirror. A different entry to 3 for Dunford that time. Starts to drive away now off the corner. So a little bit of gamesmanship between the two. Dunford likes the high line through 1 and usually through 3. Last time through 3 he was low. A look from the bumper of Devin Bacino. Dean Qualley in the thick of it, trying to make some moves here as they now look to go by Michelofsson. That's the 65 of Kyle Lingerfelt looking underneath, as well as Qualley. Caution on track. We have a pretty decent sized crash here. 3 cars involved: Dylan Redding, John Bartlett, and Bradley Stefane. Let's go ahead and check that out. See what happened. See if we can get a better view of that one. Looks like Dylan is getting into the back of the 89 here. 89 maybe not getting off the corner as fast as Dylan was. He just drives through the back of him. Sends him up the track. Dylan trying to avoid the contact here, but the 89 come back across. 3's involved, the 55 as well. Dylan Redding hard into the inside wall. He's going to lose his front clip. 39 also involved, a little bit of front damage. 3 and 55 getting away pretty well. Looking like Dylan Redding might have got the worst of that one. See what these guys do here, if they head to pit road or not, as they work through turn 2. I'm betting nobody. Maybe gas, maybe fuel. We'll see. Redding already on pit road trying to get those damage repairs done. As he leaves pit road now, try not to go a lap down. Will Dylan Dunford hit pit road? And the answer to your question is it looks apparent, yes. Bacino not going to pit road. Dunford, one of the only pit road takers. A lot of the other guys going on by. Track position being at an all-time cost here. But from Dunford back, Ben Park, who started second, Sam Serco, Devin Smith, Matthew Setzer, Jesse Adams, Donnie Bartlett, Atlee Atman Weiss getting some fuel. Derek Chaput, Dean Qualley, all these guys gas and go. Like some of them might be getting even some tires here. So Devin Bacino now taking the lead here at Pocono Raceway. And as we look at your top 20, working lap 12, our first caution, you got Bacino, Buck, Elam Jr., Warnicki, Aspinall, your top 5. Then back from them, Jake Ellington up to 6, Hagerman 7th, Kraus 8th, Dave Wright sliding into 9th, and Olafsson your top 10. Bartlett 11th, and then just after him, you have all the guys hit pit road from 12th on back. Dunford, the first one off of pit road. As we look at stint lengths here as they come by, we'll get that updated. All right, they're double filed up now. Devin Bacino to the inside. Dustin Buck to the outside. This should be a good battle for the lead here on this green flag run. We'll see what these guys can do on a little bit older tires. 12 laps old to be exact. One caution, 65 laps total. 12 of 65, working 13. So Mama Ellington, he's in the top 10 now. So, and if you're just joining the broadcast, check us out on IntensityBroadcasting.com. Try to get some swag. Follow us, like, subscribe on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. 7 days a week, there's some racing here on Intensity Broadcasting. And we're about to go green flag racing here from Pocono. At first, it was a big show by Dylan Dunford, a show of power leading the race from start till caution. Pocono and Buck choosing to stay on track. Dylan Dunford hitting pit road, surrendering the lead to Pocono. Let's see what happens here between Buck and Pocono as they come onto the front stretch. The pace car takes a hard left turn, and Devin Pocono back to the throttle as he clears Dustin Buck. He'll switch lanes after the line. The tricky triangle. 3 wide behind Pocono, and that's what he wants to see as they kind of figure it out. 2 wide now behind him as he heads down into the tunnel turn. Dustin Buck clears Elam Jr. Warnicki looking to follow. Elam Jr. to the inside into 2. Elam keeping it off of him. Jake Ellington with an aggressive move to the inside. He's looking for 4th. Make that 5th. Fair and Elam still looking to clear here from the 72. Not able to get it done there. A little tight off Tyler Aspinall to the outside. Tyler Aspinall into the picture, into the top 5. Logan Hagerman right behind Jake Ellington there in the 7. Aspinall high into 1. Trying to keep it wound up as they come off turn 1 and head down toward tunnel turn. Aspinall off of turn 2 there. They race towards turn 3. Aspinall to the outside of Ellington. He should get a good run down the front stretch here, Aspinall should, as he has the draft from the guys in front of him. And he does not clear Ellington, actually, with a better run. Hagerman now to the inside of Aspinall. Tyler real high through turn 1. We got a battle for the lead heating up as well as Dustin Buck starting to close that gap just a little bit to Pocono. We'll pull up our battle box and you can check that out. Kind of watch that interval between Pocono and Buck. And your top 5. Pocono trying to break that draft from Buck, not giving him anything as they chase each other down the front stretch and into turn 1. I agree, Mama Ellington. I hope he stays out of trouble as well, as he needs himself a good finish for points As Dustin Buck closes the gap now to Pocono. Let's go on board with Buck. Oh, we have a caution. I heard some spinning. Let's see what happened, if we can figure out what happened there. Alright, I think it finally figured it out. Not much to go off of here, but it looks like Atman Weiss maybe gets into somebody here. It looks like somebody in front of them gets into the wall. We'll see what happened there first. Yep, off of the turn, it looks like he's going to get into the wall there in front of him. I think that's Mick Olofsson. No, it's not. Mick's just in front of them. Donnie Bartlett actually is going to get into the wall there just a little bit in front of them. And now everybody's scattering to get around him as they enter 4 wide. Atlee slides up into the 95. No major wrecking, but definitely a caution-worthy incident there. So that provides a quick caution for everybody who did not hit pit road previously. Dylan Dunford back on pit road, as he's first off as well. Some of the guys behind him, Evan Pocono, Logan Hagerman, and Dave Wright staying out again. Once they come by, we'll look at the stint lengths and try to figure it out. Yeah, Bartlett, as soon as you get on that wall, sometimes it's like a magnet, and if you hank it left, you end up risk taking people out. So I hear ya. Get stuck on that wall. Tough stuff. Pocono's been in second or first most of the race. He's got some trouble behind him, though, in Logan Hagerman. Logan pretty consistent here, especially at Pocono. They'll double up this time by. Take a look at these stint lengths real quick. Hagerman and Pocono, the only people other than Wright not hitting pit road. Right there in third. So the top 3 not hitting pit road. Your only guys who have not pit yet. Circo, Chaput, Adams, Lingerfeld, Bartlett, Weiss, Stefane, Redding, all hitting pit road last time. They're 9 laps into this run. 8 or 9, depending on who you are. 8 for some of you, 9 for Redding. And then the rest of the field hitting pit road that time. So from 12th on back, everybody hitting pit road. Setzer, the first guy off of pit road. Dunford second. It doesn't dictate what they did while they were on those pit stops. Unless we were watching them, we can't really tell. I would assume at this point, if you hit pit road during that portion just now, you probably took tires, as we're 20 laps in. All right, Pocono again will lead you to the green flag. The pace car will take a hard left. It'll be Logan Hagerman to his outside right and Circo behind him. The pace car is in, and now the start is on Pocono. Pocono's out. Almost immediately there. Kind of left right, sleeping just a hair. Circo able to clear Chaput to the outside now. Hagerman clearing on entry. But Pocono able to drive kind of away from these guys here off of turn one. They rip down the first straightaway into turn two. Circo gets by Hagerman through the tunnel turn. Into three. Circo goes. Circo chasing the lead now as he starts to drive away from Hagerman a bit. Behind them you have Chaput and Wright battling it out for that fourth spot. Chaput to the outside in turn one, right back to the throttle. They're going to come off of one pretty even here as they head down into two. Chaput with a little bit better run, a little bit straighter off the corner. The right drags him back a little bit. And into the tunnel turn. Right able to clear. Pocono still leads this thing right to fourth. Chaput fifth now. We have another yellow flag. Tough day here from Pocono. Lap 22. See what happened. Ooh. See if we can get a better angle of this one. Like the 23 machine. Into Warnicki into the tunnel turn, and then Buck hard into the outside wall. Ooh. Buck's right front tire not rolling here. And he's not going to be stoked about that. Oh yeah, hard contact into the outside wall for Buck. Devin Pocono, class of the field here at the front. 23 laps in. Will he hit pit road here for tires? That is the question. Hagerman says, yup. Circo and Wright say nope. Hagerman back on the track. Same with Chaput. They thought better of it. Does anyone behind them hit pit road? Like Brandon Richardson, your first taker. Stagner behind him. Being Quali the closer. Bartlett, some of these guys at the back with nothing to lose. And you can see Buck's tire there just hanging out. He's going to have some required repairs on that machine. No good for him. He's going to have to oh, and now it's gone. It just fell off. And he uses his reset. These guys getting one reset per driver for the race. And in iRacing, that's just a quick repair. Gets that thing good to go. Now he won't be able to make any more mistakes. But he's got a long way to go. He's going to be starting, 28th, it seems. Let me take a second and tell you guys about some pretty cool stuff. Did you guys know we have a store? IntensityBroadcasting.com. Got our own swag if you want a hat, shirt, heck, a coffee mug, a sticker for your race car, maybe even a mouse pad. Check out IntensityBroadcasting.com. And while you're there, you can also check out some of that Extreme Forces swag as well. So if you're one of the drivers here watching the broadcast or Mama Ellington, go get yourself a t-shirt. Support the league as they bring you this every single week. This entertainment and fun. Back to on-track action. They're doubled up. Lights on the pace car are out. We'll be going green next time by. Serco staying out. Logerman as well. Chaput right. Dustin Buck entering pits again there. Might as well. You're at the back. Go top her off with some fuel. It might be the call that wins the race. And I swear I just heard somebody scraping the wall here on pit pace lap. All right, here we go. Through turn 3 they work. The pace car is going to take a hard left turn onto pit road, and Devin Bacino is going to get back to the gas early. If it's like anything he's been doing before. And he did, right away. And Logan Hagerman, pretty savvy this time to it. Sticking with him as he gets underneath Sam Serco. D right behind them, looking to get under Serco as well into turn 1. See if that works out or not. Serco able to power down from the outside line there into third place. He's going to chase now Logan Hagerman again as he looks inside of Hagerman. Serco showing some stout power here early in this second or third stint. Another caution. Lee Krause, Dean Qualley, Daniel Stagner, Josh Fox. It's going to be a big one. You know what they say, cautions breed cautions, and we are seeing that right now. Oh, a little bit of net coat off the wall there. Not sure how the 3 gets into the wall. Just, I guess, racing deal off the corner here, yeah. 3 into the wall here off the corner. And now it's like glue. like Bartlett was talking about, off the wall, that's what he didn't want to do. He's going to get Aspinall. Now it's the 99 as well. Lee Krause. More guys slide in. Quali, everybody. See what happened with Quali behind them here. He just got Powell drove into, or what happened there? One in the wall. Aspinall on the wall. Quali lifts, but gets tossed by Dustin Buck. Nothing Quali can do about that. Let's see what happened with Aspinall after the contact. I'm on board with Aspinall for this one. Aspinall able to get it off the wall. Not too much damage to that right side. Some other guys not so fortunate. Alright, let's see if anybody goes to pit road this time. No, 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 no. Dunford to pit road. Aspinall to pit road. Richardson. I think this is a fuel play for those guys. That's what it looks like to me. Buck probably trying to get some of that damage fixed from punting Wally. See if he gets tires here. Yep, just a fuel play for those guys. Biggest mover of the race so far, Derek Chaput up 17 positions to P6. Biggest loser, Dylan Dunford minus 23, back to 24th. Lights on the pace car are still on. Off of turn 3, they'll come. That pace car's going to take a hard left turn. Devin Bacino. Gas. Hagerman and Circo. Pretty savvy to it again. Bacino not able to get away from them. Behind them, we got some battles going on. D. Wright slipping a little bit. Got some 3-wide action there. And we have another caution. Cautions are breeding the cautions tonight. Ooh. Happened with the 5 here. See? This is the 5 of Rob Hamilton. Just real loose off the corner there. I don't know if he got jacked up or not, but he was sitting right in the middle of the racetrack. He's going to have to tow. And yeah, it looks like he just cranked it over the left here, coming off the corner. Started to lose it. Locks the brakes up as he slides across the track. Nothing he can do about it there. The 3 collecting him. From on board the 3, he sees it and just stopped in front of him. Holy shnikes. Tough break for him. But it's stagnancy. Ooh, a guy hard in the outside wall. Sagner getting it woed down as chaos ensued. Your leader, however, still Devin Bacino. Will these guys look to go to payroll? They didn't that time by. Interesting choices here, guys. We'll see what the strategy is. Dunford on pit road again. He's 16, 17 seconds now. Wonder if he's getting tires. See. No tires for Dunford, just some fuel and go. Beats Richardson to the line. There's your top 20 again. As we are officially halfway exactly as they enter turn 2 here at Pocono. And they call Pocono the tricky triangle. And while we have a second, show you a little view of old Pocono. There it is. Heading into turn 3, you can see it's a long sweeping lefty. Then they'll head down the front stretch into 1. A difficult corner to hit right every time. Good passing zone. Turn 2, a high-speed left-hand turn that they call the tunnel turn. And then you have 3, which is that, like I said before, long sweeping left and then back to the finish line. So 2 really big straightaways, a little short shoot there between 2 and 3. But 2.5 miles long, 65 laps, long race. Lots to go here still from Pocono Raceway. As we are double filed up yet again. And we're about to go racing. Finally. Turn 1. Your top 10, Devin Bacino, Logan Hagerman, Sam Serco, Dave Wright, Derek Chaput, Donnie Bartlett, Kyle Lingerfelt, Dylan Redding 8th, Bradley Stefane 9th, and 10th, Alan Warnicki. Or Farron Elam, one of the two. They keep switching. Who was trying to take out the 27? I don't think he was trying to take him out. Maybe, though. We'll see. Devin Bacino will lead them back to the green flag as they come off of turn 3. Hagerman, Wright, and Serco have been able to see this game a couple, 2 or 3 times. They should be pretty savvy to the fact that he's going as soon as that thing gets to left. Hagerman and Wright locked up on the outside. Teammates there. They're going to be on the high line, which is the preferred line here through 1 most of the time, but Serco able to get through it pretty well. He's going to clear Hagerman and Chaput now underneath Wright. Wright able to clear on the outside, but here comes Donnie Bartlett after getting into the wall early on. With Alan Wernicke right up his backside. Chaput onto the apron a little bit there. It always seems tough. Man, that was close for the 27 at Ellington as he got on the apron. You see some guys hitting pit road here. That's Bacino and Chaput. Green flag pit stops for those guys. That's going to surrender the lead to Serco. Bacino getting tires as well. Chaput doing the same. Will Serco hit pit road? It's like Hagerman's going, so is Wright. Somebody else tried, but they missed. Looks like Lee Krause and Matthew Setzer also hit pit road as well before that. Or they've been on pit road, maybe. So a lot of these guys looking to get to pit road. It is a long enough track where you can do some green flag pit stops and still make up some time. Dunford and Redding battling it out for 13th. Sam Serco still leads the field. But he's got some company here coming from Alan Wernicke. Hagerman and Wright off of pit road now. And let's take a look at our track map. And let's see where these guys are in relation. You can see that they just all came out of turn one. All four of them working together. That's Hagerman, Wright, Pacino, and Chaput, I believe. Through turn two, they're through the tunnel turn. As you see the leaders coming down the first straightaway, or second straightaway, I'm sorry. First straightaway after turn one into turn two. And they're actually battling for the lead now. Warnicki and Turco. So that's what these guys that have hit pit road want to see. They want these leaders to battle. That's how much time they're going to be able to drive away from them. So Circo able to clear Warnicki. I wonder how much fuel Circo has left. Let's look at that stint length for him. Circo 26 laps into the run. So they were entering three as the other guys were coming out of two. Let's see next time by what that looks like. Actually, we can pull up our battle box here. That's the distance between Dave Wright and the leader, Alan Wernicke. So that's the back of that front pack versus Alan Wernicke. Battle for second here between Farron Elam Jr. and Sam Circo. 26 laps to go here from Pocono Raceway. .66 at the line that time by for Allen from Dave Wright, the back of that group that hit pit road. So we'll see next time by for Warnicki. Still a good battle for second here between Elam Jr. and Sam Circo. Elam Jr. really tough early on. As we watch Warnicki work through turn three. So Warnicki half second faster actually that time by then Dave Wright and Derek Chaput. So he's catching them guys. As Warnicki's starting to lay down some blazing laps. Last time by 56.73 to Dave Wright's 56.80. But is fuel going to be a factor for the 72? That is going to be the question here. If you're watching the race and you're in the chat, let me know. What do you think? Fuel race or track position race? That's the question that is yet to be answered. As we see some more guys hitting pit road: Sam Circle, Bradley Stefane, Dylan Dunford, Dylan Redding, all hitting pit lane this time by. Tires on the 11, tires on the 16. Oh, Bartlett spins it around coming off pit road. Gets it going the right way, though. So does Dunford. And that's the group that pit before them going by there. Elam Jr. now passing Warnicki. Jake Ellington putting that pressure on Warnicki. Warnicki looking like he may realize he may need some fuel here and is backing it off. Can he save enough to make it without losing the race? It is a long track, a lot of time to save some fuel. Then you have this group just behind them. This is 6th, 7th, and 8th. Chad Waller up to P4, your biggest mover, plus 21 positions in that 66 machine. So it looks like a lot of these guys may be saving some fuel here. Maybe trying to do a little fuel strategy play. The guys who have hit pit road look like they're probably pretty good to go. Your leader is that 24. He is circled in green on the track map. Most of the guys in front of him have hit pit road. 21 of Bartlett definitely did. Quali hitting pit road. And that entire group in front of them, that 16 machine of Sam Circo now, really starting to put a hurting on these guys behind him. This might be Sam Circo's race to lose. He's laying down some laps. Actually has one of the fastest laps of the race, not the fastest. That's owned by Dustin Buck with a 77. $20 laps to go. Right now your leader is Farron Elam Jr. Jake Ellington right behind him. Mama Ellington would be proud. Ooh, I heard some crashing. We'll see if that results in a caution. Might have just been a wall slapper. No caution so far. And there was a wreck. Hmm. Mickelofson here. Not sure what happened here. Comes off of pit road. Mischiefs off of pit road. Does not go up into the racing line. Parks it off the racing surface and resets, and there was still a caution. Interesting stuff there. It's going to be some guys that are not stoked about that. There's going to be some guys who are readily happy. Will anyone hit pit road here? All the leaders who stayed out during that stint are heading to pit road as they know they need fuel. Interesting strategy here. Circle, Stefan, Redding, Atlee, Weiss, Tyler Aspinall staying out. Donnie Bartlett as well. Sam Zirko, your leader. Take a look at that top 20. Zirko, Stefan, Redding, Weiss, Aspinall, Bartlett, Elam, Waller, Ellington, Dunford, your top 10. 11th, Dustin Buck, Eddie Smith, Devin Smith, I'm sorry. Ben Park, Jesse Adams, Josh Fox, Donnie Bartlett, Dean Qualley, Tony Richardson, Devin Bacino, Alan Wernicke, your top 20. As they double file up. Six cautions, 16 to go. Everybody should be able to make it from here. Strategy is gone, which means here comes the aggression. Intensity Neon with 2 drivers in the top 5. I'm not sure what teams else are in there. I just don't know them by heart. I just know those 2. That's Atlee Weiss and Dylan Redding. Sam Circle, your leader. The 89 of Bradley Stefane on the outside of him. Tyler Aspinall, 5th. That's your top 5. Pace car turns left. Sam Circo, it's on him. Sam with a decent jump. Dylan Redding still there. The 89 of Bradley Stefane not able to get going the way he probably wanted to, but Dylan Redding to the inside. Redding clears into 1. Now Tyler Aspinall will look for that 3rd spot. Aspinall with a power move into 3rd. Lots of shuffling through the field here. 3 wide into 2. Aspinall still working the 89 of Bradley Stefane. Circo loose off of 3. It's going to open that outside line here for Redding. Redding with a whale of a run down the back and almost getting into each other into 1. It shoots Dylan up the hill. The 89 now looks underneath. Stefane to the inside. No. Circo struggling again. This time through 2. Redding with a power move. Into 3 they go. Circo to the apron. Redding to the lead. $13 to go. Your new leader, Dylan Redding. Yellow flag on track. $55 in the wall. Comes back across. Collects the Richardson. They come back across. Gets the 2. The 99 of Lee Krause. Man. Watch that one again. 55 on the wall. And nothing Richardson can do from that standpoint. Look at the 99 for that one. Tough break for him. It's a Stagner with nowhere to go. Man, all those guys with terrible luck there. See what happened with the 55. See how he got into the wall in the first place. It's Jesse Adams. Pushing toward the wall there. It's like a magnet once you get on it. Man. Just trying to get off the wall. What a terrible feeling for him. Taking out some competitors here today. Lights on the pace car are off. We're going to double file it up. And we'll be back racing here shortly. The 9 laps to go when we go green. Your top 20. Dylan Redding, no particular order. Stefan, Elam, Bartlett, Circo, Ellington, Aspinall, Bacino, Weiss, and Buck, your top 10. Waller, Park, Dunford, Fox, Smith, Hagerman, Bartlett, Warnicki, Qualley, Wright, your 20. Biggest mover right now, Bradley Stefan up 16. Biggest loser of the race, Lee Krause having some tough luck there and finishing his day as he sits there on pit road with a beat up machine. Dylan Redding, your leader. Can he hold off the surging Sam Circo and Devin Bacino and Dustin Buck and Elam Jr.? What can he do? Can he do it? Can he hold them off? He's got 9 laps to prove that he belongs in that first place spot. Turn 3 they'll go. Pace car will take a hard left turn. And we'll be back green flag racing here from Pocono Raceway. 9 laps to go out of 65. Everybody good on fuel. Who's got the car to win it all? That's the question that still remains. Dylan Redding holds the field and waits for the green. The green flag is out. Don't know if that was a great choice, but that's going to bunch everybody up behind him. We'll see if he can clear down into one. And he does clear for now, but the 89 with a diamond off and a power move, Bradley Stefan to the inside. Through the tunnel turn. And now Redding to the inside. Nope, not enough run off the corner. Stefan, your new leader. Ellington looking for third. Or second. Sorry, he's in third. Oh, circle off the corner into Bacino. They're going to stack up behind him. We got him wrecking all down the front stretch. That started with Serco here at the front. Let's roll that thing back. You know, down, down, down. Serco fighting back on the outside. Serco. Oh, Elam gets into Serco. That's what happened. And then Serco just spinning. Ooh, ooh. The 29. Richardson. That wasn't the right one. There's another 29 or something. 39. Maybe it was a 39. Yeah, 39. There we go. All right. Let's see what happened there. Lots of scattering going on. That's Aspinall sideways up there in the front of him. Into the outside wall. That's Weiss he got into. So Atlee Weiss into the hard into the outside wall. Hagerman sideways. Hagerman with a near miss. 8 hard into the inside wall. He's helicoptering. The 39. Chaput, Serco. That's Dave right there in front of that. Let's see what happened with him. Go back. He's a little bit closer to the action. From the end guards, just nowhere to go. So a lot of those guys hitting pit roads, most of them probably getting their fast repairs done here. See right, Serco. See if they still had them left. Right sliding through his pit box. Serco able to get his. Devin Smith able to get his. Doesn't look like Bartlett had one. Chaput able to get his. The 8, we saw a helicopter, and that's Josh Fox. He's good. King Quali might be getting a little bit of damage fixed there as well. Bradley Stefan. Dylan Redding, your leader. Bradley Stefan, your leader. Dylan Redding, second. I'm going to step aside for 1 second. We'll be right back. All right, lights on the pace car are off. The 89 of Bradley Stefane up 17 positions, biggest mover of the race and your leader. Can he hold off Devin Bacino, Elam Jr. in the 27 of Jake Ellington, even that 11 of Dylan Redding? 5 laps to go, gonna be 4 at the line. Through turn 3 they'll go. That pace car takes that hard left. And Bradley Stefane is going to send it here in a second. We'll see what he can do. Left turn. And he goes. Stefane able to clear easily up into first. But he's going to have some company here from that 27 machine. And Dylan Redding, who tries to power on the outside, not able to do it. Ellington now chases the lead. Mama Ellington is rooting right now. I can hear her screaming. As they're 3 wide behind them. Bacino to the middle. Ellington to the inside. The 89 high into 1. It's going to put him in the wall. Able to keep it off the wall, but that surrenders that lead to Bacino. Nobody wanted to see that. Elam Jr. the inside Ellington now. Can Bacino go for 3? Ellington wheeling it off of turn 3. Big wreck behind. And some questionable things going on throughout the field. We see almost 4 wide here. And we watch Dylan Redding just come. Well, maybe that's Dunford trying to get a side draft. I'm not sure how that happened there. Looks like Dunford comes up and tries to get a little side draft off of him or something. Maybe not knowing he's there or what, but they hold it together. But then you see the 21 get turned around in front of them. That's the 89. Not sure he didn't know if he was clear or not or what there. So a little hook, 21 into the inside wall. And then you see some more action from the 8. I don't know what happened with the 8 there. Should I go back and look at it? Maybe it wasn't the 8. Alright, that's the 50 or 65 of Lingerfeld. Lots of scattering happening. Big checkup. Oh. 65 just not seeing that guy below him there. In fact, I don't even think I saw him. That's the 95. Here's a look at the points. Devin Bacino, your leader. 3 laps to go. It's going to be a green-white checker. He has 2 wins already this season. Jake Ellington, right there in second spot. Looking for a win. Currently 17th in points. Could be a great points day for him, whether he can get by him or not. Alan Wernicke, currently P9. Dean Qualley, who's there in third in points, finds himself having a tough day here, back in 19th. We'll see what happens. He tends to just appear with about 2 laps to go, so we'll see. Lights on the pace car will go out this time by. Three laps to go from Pocono. Bacino in that level up racing, pretty dominant early on. Dylan Dunford surrendering the lead to him leading a bunch of laps after that. Finds himself back here at the front with a chance to win this thing on a green-white checker. Dylan Dunford just never able to get himself back toward the front here, as he's had a tough go of it again tonight, as he has all season long. Jake Ellington will be to the outside of Devin Bacino. Watch for him. He looked pretty stout there. See if he can hang. A hard left turn for the pace car. Green flag will be in the air. Devin Bacino, your leader. Devin immediately to the gas. Elam Jr. underneath Ellington for now. Will Ellington clear into one? We'll see. Usually that is the case. Elam Jr. up the hill a little bit. Ellington able to hang out there. They head down the second straightaway of the race and into turn 2, the tunnel turn. Bacino leads it still. The 27th of Ellington still giving chase, as now he's cleared Elam Jr. On board with Ellington. And that is it. Doesn't make sense. That was an interesting ending here at Pocono Raceway. I'm not sure what happened. It looks like the flags were off of what the actual race was. But we'll see here when we get clarification from the tower. But it looks so far to me like Devin Bacino, Jake Ellington, and Farron Elam Jr. were your top three. But that did change a lap after that, which would have been what should have been the green white checkered. So a little bit of shakeup here, technical wise, from the race control standpoint. It looked like the race was over with. So we'll see what Dean has to say. I'll probably try to pull Dean in here first. But it doesn't matter. Either way, Devin Bacino, your winner here from Pocono Raceway. Dominant performance from him as he stalked Dylan Dunford early, but able to come away with the win in the end. Ah, time ran out during the last restart. That makes a lot of sense. Devin Bacino doing his burnout on the front stretch here. Getting a W for the third time this season. No stranger to donuts for that guy. All right, let's pull in Jake Ellington. Jake, you got Joe right in the booth. You got me?
I got you loud and clear, man.
Man, what a race you had tonight. You were up there in the hunt all night long. Mama Ellington yelling at me on the broadcast, letting me know all about it. But man, she said her heart rate was through the roof. She couldn't handle it anymore. But Jake, take me through that last couple of laps. Did you have anything for Devin there?
If we would have went one more lap, if we would have had a true green white checker, I think I would have gotten them at least side by side on the last lap. My best turns were turn 2 and turn 3, where I would fly through turn 2 like it was nothing. Turn 3 was a little bit tricky, getting through most of the night, especially on newer tires. You got into the gas a little bit too early, you would swing out that rear end. But as soon as the track started cooling down a little bit later in the race, you got a lot of rear grip out of that, and you could get into the gas a little bit sooner and get a nice run onto the front stretch there. But I think if it went a couple more laps, I think I would have had something for them.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great run all the way through. Anybody you want to thank here? I know Mama's watching.
I just want to thank Buck Wild Racing for bringing me on board to the Extreme Forces League. Definitely got to thank Mama Ellingson for cheering me on and watching every single race that I do. I also got to give a couple of shout outs to a couple of guys I race with and a couple of other leagues who helped me out a lot with Goat Locker Racing. Anybody from Extreme Forces, you guys on the booth, you guys do a great job at Intensity Broadcasting here. So thank you guys. Really appreciate it, all your efforts and hard time.
Yeah, awesome job, Jake, and hopefully we'll talk to you again soon. Hopefully in Winter Circle next time.
Yeah, hopefully I'm trying to win one of these things.
All right, man. Take care.
You too.
Hey, Farron, you got Joe right in the booth. You got me?
I got you, buddy.
Hey, man. Awesome job tonight. Found yourself in that top five most of the night, hunting that lead, hunting. Not quite making it up to the front, but always in the run in there. End up P3, correct?
Yeah, you're just as good as mine, man. I'm not really sure. I know we came across the line second, but I don't know, second or third. Either way, it was a great race.
Awesome job tonight for sure. Anybody you want to thank?
Raging Cajuns Wrapped in Designs, who obviously made the beautiful car that I get to run every week, and just all my friends and family who support me watching. I just wish we could have got there at the end. I felt we was faster than 00, but cautions breed cautions.
Yeah, man. Once caution started flowing, it was over with. It was like over and over again. So congratulations on that P2 or 3 or whatever they decide.
Yeah, I'm anxiously waiting just like everybody else, man. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, take care. Devin, you got Joe in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Joe. How you doing?
Congratulations on your third win of the season. 3 out of 4. How's it feel?
Feels good, man. This was a tough one. Me and Logan, we pulled some strategy early to stretch as far as we could, and we ended up having to pit a couple laps after a restart, and then it was a poor call. We were a couple laps short. I think I was 4. He was 2 laps short, him and Dave. And it just didn't work out in our favor. Got a caution on lap 15, and said, screw it, we're going to come in and get the last set. Restarted 17th with 15 to go, and by the end of the first lap, we found ourselves in 9th. Just got a really good restart. The outside lane got checked up a little bit. And then that last restart with 4 to go, we somehow able to went 3 wide with the 24 and Dylan down the back out of 1. And then looked like the 89 got a little high, and I don't know if the 27 got nervous of him hitting the wall, but he wasn't able to carry the speed he was normally able to carry out of 2. He was quick out of 2, and able to get by him. Then we caught the last caution, so it was just crazy. There was a lot going on in this race.
Yeah, it looks like the toward the end there, the cards just fell in your lap, and they were like, "Here you go." And man, you were taking it where you could take it, and you did. So congratulations on the win there. Anybody you want to thank before I let you go?
Yeah, I just want to thank you for doing this, Joe. Everyone at Intensity, I really appreciate it. Dean for putting on a great league with Extreme Forces. Stanley Everett Racing. Level Up Subs, Pelican Snowballs, and New Craft Fine Jewelry and Design. But yeah, thanks for doing this, Joe. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, go back, watch it back. It was a good race all the way around. A bunch of cautions, but nothing nefarious. It was good race, good racing all around.
Oh, we'll be watching for sure. I really appreciate you guys doing this every week for us.
Yeah, man, Devin, take care.
You too. Thank you.
All right, well, that's it from Pocono Raceway in the Extreme Forces Racing League kickoff to 2022. It was a caution-filled affair here from Pocono, but some really good strategy stuff going on all the way around. I'd be interested to see what happened if that thing ran green all the way to the end there. So great job by all these guys tonight, and we'll see you again next week here on Monday Night Extreme Forces Racing. IntensityBroadcasting.com if you want to get any swag. Like, follow, subscribe on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. And shout out to Atman on Twitter. He might answer you back as well. So for Intensity Broadcasting, my name's Joe Wright. As Atman Weiss would say,